Where's the chat? Don't need that. Need. There we go. What's going on, people? What's going on? How's the mic sound? It was a bit fuzzy before. Yeehaw, hello, hello, hello. What's going on? See, that price action yesterday was crazy. Crazy price action yesterday. Alright, so I need massive gap up to start the week on pound yen. Little gap up on gold, but then gold just pushed during Asian. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good week. It's gonna be a good week. It's gonna be a good week. Real good week. One sec, let me just put all these tabs back where they were. Pop out chat. There we go, so I can see it properly. There we go. All right. That's everything in order. Okay. Gold, 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 gold. So gold is currently very, very bullish, as you can see by the daily time frame. Look at that. So what a push. I don't want to do that. What a push. So we've moved 570, nearly 580 pips already. Well, from the highs to the lows. From the highs to the lows, we are super bullish on gold. Massive move up during Asian. Look, we gapped up. It wasn't even a massive gap, not compared to everything else. It's about 20, maybe 30, 40 pip gap. We filled the gap with a wick, and then we've just been pushing ever since. So 4 hour looks like it might be forming a resistance. We could potentially be getting a resistance here on gold for a pullback, and not because gold is, you know, gonna be bearish, just because we need some structure. After the push, we need a pullback and then continue up like we've had many times. I mean, hopefully we don't get a 700 pip drop like we did last week, but look, we get pushes and then we get pullbacks and we get pushes. So a pullback is due. You know, maybe we'll get a candle like this and then the next 4-hour candle we continue pushing up. So we'll see, but it all depends if the 4-hour candles are trending, they're respecting highs or breaking lows, and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, I'm easy taking sells or buys on gold. Preferably I would like buys on golds, but I'm happy to take sells during the pullback too. Like I said, it depends on the 4-hour candles. Let's keep that on the 4-hour over here. All right, we'll put this on the 30. So right now, this current 4-hour candle is respecting that previous high. We formed quite a decent resistance on the lower time frames. We've retested that resistance. You know, look, we're wicking up into it, and now we're falling. So if gold breaks this previous 4-hour candle low, 39.22, so about 100 pips away, then I'd anticipate a bit more of a retracement of this buy up. Maybe a retest of 3900. I like this as a retest area if price does pull back. If not, then I'm just looking at these lower time frame supports. Let's see, because this is it. These are the only levels that I like looking at. The 30-minute supports, you know. Right, so GJ had a massive gap up. As you can see, this was a 200 pip gap. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Look at that, 200 pip jump overnight. We'll look at market and see if this thing, 'cause I haven't actually looked at any fundamentals to see why anything is pushed the way it has. So we can do that together. Massive push. So pound yen obviously bullish on the daily. 4-hour has created a resistance and we're pulling back, but we do look like we're forming a continuation pattern. So if this 4-hour candle respects this previous low, breaks the high, and then continues up, might be looking at buys if it breaks 202 again. You know, yes, Rosie, I know, like insane push, but you know, I'm here for it. Look, so we're just ranging on the 30-minute time frame, but if we break above, like I said, 202, break above this resistance and then break above, I think we push. And this price action literally looks like it's in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's in the middle of nowhere. Look at the gap. Nuts. But I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all of it, guys. So let's see. Let me move that. Cool. So gold, I don't know what gold wants to do. I'd be happy for a retracement, even a retest. If we can get a retest of 39.28, I wouldn't mind taking, you know, a push back up. If this 4-hour doesn't break this low or it holds, I wouldn't mind taking buys off a retest. But I need somewhere to get, you know, retested or respected at least, you know. Respect the lows, push up, because I'm thinking maybe we get something like we did last week. Look, where we formed a high and then we started to pull back a little bit and then continue up. So I can kind of see that happening here. But it's taking its time about it. Government shutdown still. Gov shutdown still. Yep. US government still shut down. I think they were saying they don't expect it to last long. I think I heard someone say that. But it's going to be at least 3 days. So we'll see. But people need to get paid. People are going to want to get paid. They're going to need things. You know what I mean? I don't know how long it lasts for. What's going on? Gbpjpy, what's good? What's good? What's good, Ash? What's good? So yeah, gold's playing. It came down, it's broken all these lows, but it's still respecting that previous 4-hour low. So yeah. Let's look. Let's see what market's saying now. Okay, little refresh. Little refresh. Alright, so it's saying gold is bullish, high time frame bias is bullish, intraday bullish. I mean, yeah, that's pretty obvious. And so what I've noticed is with this site, they update the targets. They like continuously update the targets. So I saw a target last night. Gbpjpy said one of the targets was 39.10. Then I saw 39.20 or 39.25, and now it's at 39.50. So we're tapping into these like psychological levels. You know, your 39.50s, 39.20s. You've got a nice retest of 3900 before continuing up. So yeah, next target 39.50. But we are having a nice pullback from there. So it's like every time we hit a level, we get a little pullback, little retracement, and then we continue up. So we've had new highs in Asia, new highs in London. You know, it's a high probability we get some new highs in New York as well. I don't see why not. So yeah, this is a bit behind. Gold hits record highs near 39.25. We know that's happened. That's already happened. We're past that now. Scroll down. So ongoing US government shutdown creates economic uncertainty, increasing demand for gold as a safe haven asset. So I'm taking that to mean, you know, we're just going to keep getting gold buyers. Well, that's moved. I'm taking that to mean we're going to keep getting gold buyers because of the uncertainty of what's going on. We're not getting any economic data as well. So, you know, we're just sort of free falling here on USD. In fact, let's open USD too. I want to see what the dollar index is doing. Now, dollar index even gapped up too, which is surprising. I expected the dollar to be bearish since gold has pushed so much. Price is all over the place today. The market is all over the place. This is going to be an interesting week. A very interesting week. You just got back from a morning walk with Roxy. Hopefully God gives me a reward for waking up early. You want another reward, you mean? I mean, Asian session still counts as one day for me, even though it was yesterday. But I would still count it as today. But nah, man, yeah, I think gold's gonna give us some more. Could you believe how high gold was when you woke up? Because I know where you got in. And then when I woke up, gold was even higher. When I went to bed, gold was still pushing. I went to bed, gold was at 39. Yeah, it was about 39. It was this candle here, like 230 candle. It was pushing up. It was pushing up. And then I woke up and then gold was 39. It was pulling back, 39.25. It was like here when I saw it. It looked about 7ish. And yeah, it just kept on pushing, kept on pushing. So, big move, man. Big move to start the week. 500 pips. Like, some Mondays, we just get a crazy push. Crazy bullish push. I was surprised if I went to sleep because I saw it going to 39.02 after my trade. Then look back, it was at 39.30. I know, right? I know. That's exactly what I was thinking when I woke up. I'm thinking 4,000 this week, innit? Like, I'm just saying it. I'm putting it out there. What's 500 pips? We're 500 pips away from 4,000. Gold has done that today, 500 pips. They're telling me in the next 4 days, remaining 4 days of this week, we're not going to get there. That's nothing. That's nothing for gold. That's light work. It might even hit it in Asian session tomorrow. I'm saying 500 pips a day, maybe 4,200 by the end of this week. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, gold is moving. 4,200. Why not? Gold could do whatever, man. What do you mean? What do you mean? Look at GJ. For GJ to gap up 200 pips is insane as well. No, this is insane. Exactly. Hit buys and hold. That's it. Just close your eyes, hit buys, and just let it do its thing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know today. Today I kind of want. I think we do get more buys today. I think we do. I think we do get some more buys. Because even this pullback is kind of struggling. It's not much of a pullback. But for the buys, I want a little retest. I mean, gold looks like it's retesting this support here, I guess. I want a retest of another key level. So just any support or resistance. Well, mainly a support because I want buys. So if we can get a retest, it respects it, and we get a push up, because these candles, even though we keep wicking down, we are closing with very long wicks. I mean, look at the size of these wicks. Look, we're tapping and we're pushing back up. So, like I said, if we respect this previous 4-hour low, 39.22, then I think we continue up, you know. So where did I show you, like, you know, maybe a continuation pattern, something like this. Like, we get pullbacks and we just continue up. But don't forget, we have nothing acting as a catalyst for gold sales apart from price action, apart from people maybe closing positions, locking in profits. That's it. That's all we have, because we have no news. Gold majority relies on US news. You know what I mean? In fact, let me Google that. When is US government gov Okay. It just says it's ongoing. It doesn't say how long. National parks in limbo. A shutdown drags on. Lawmakers have left Washington with no end to government shutdown. I'm looking at why the US government has shut down and what happens now. They need to resolve a budget dispute. Oh, people are on unpaid leave. 750,000 people. 40% of the federal workforce are on unpaid leave. Crazy. Wow. Do you know what? This is just one of them things. But it says ICE is going to continue to operate as usual. Crazy. Law enforcement, air traffic control. Good. It's not going to affect no flights. Ooh. Right, don't know. Just gonna have to keep checking, basically. I don't even know where to even get the news from. Let's see, Forex Factory. Let's see if Forex Factory has anything. Let me see. And look, we see Trump. You'd expect him to talk about the shutdown. He's talking about Gaza. Insane war. Haroon, afternoon. What's going on? Afternoon, Haroon. That rhymes. Yeah, nothing. I don't see anything. There's nothing really out about this war apart from, I mean, about the, what do you call it? Nothing about the government shutdown. Just that it's shut down. At office on lunch with a Kit Kat in my hands. That's it. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Alright, so hopefully gold doesn't give us a range. I mean, we've had some decent price action during London. Did anyone catch any trades during London? I was considering taking these buys here. Like, I saw the pullback. I thought, you know, price is going to continue up. But, yeah, I didn't execute. I didn't execute. Because this resistance was right here, and then there was a long wick. This had a long wick here. So it was either, you know, fill the range, fill the wick, or, you know, respect this resistance and reject. So I chose not to mess with gold because gold was really jumping. During Asian session, the way gold popped and jumped, yeah, I can't play with gold. Like, it was spiking. It was really going up and down 30, 40 pips. Like, swinging. Swinging. It's ranging right on Asian highs. Yeah, facts. Like, it just keeps coming back down into the Asian highs and lows. And then pushing back up. I think we get more buys today. where to get in now. Where to get in? That is the question. That is the only question. Because we're forming kind of lower highs right here, but we're respecting the support. And it's not really pushing, it's not really closing that strongly in Asian range. Buy target. So my buy target for today would probably be like maybe 39.60, 39.70. I just target the next round number really. So it would have been 39.50. Sherlock, what's good? What's good? Yeah, it would have been 39.50, but we kind of tapped it already. So I want to see it pull back and then, you know, get a next leg up. So just continue in waves, but it seems like this is the next wave, I think. You know, just keep something like that, like that, like that. I hope it pulls back down to give us some more structure before pushing up. Yeah, like this. I was anticipating this current 4-hour candle to close bearish, to drop, and then, you know, we get in using the 4-hour strategy. You know, we get a wick down, we don't break this low, and then we drive up. That's what I was looking for today. But if it broke the previous 4-hour low, then maybe more of a pullback as well. Maybe. It's just the way these 30-minute candles are, like the characteristics, the long bottom wicks, the rejections. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna drop down much, to be honest. I mean, this 4-hour candle still has 45 minutes to flip bullish and then just drive up, fill this previous 4-hour candle top wick, and then keep pushing. Do you know what I mean? Because we're not breaking this previous low. So we'll see. I'm just not a fan of taking breakout trades at all-time highs. But if it happens, it happens. If it happens, it happens. Alright, goes look like it's gonna give us a little push. Is that what we're doing here? Same. Prefer buys from lows to fill ranges. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, exactly that. Exactly that. Because at least you have something to the left when you're not buying at a breakout at all-time highs. You know? If I get a pullback and we retest 39.27, I'm thinking at least back to the highs, we can get to 39.50. What do you think, guys? 4 hours gonna flip and drive up in the last 42? What do we think? What do you think? What are we thinking? I don't think we closed with much of a... It doesn't seem like we're gonna close bearish for some reason. But my only thing is that we haven't really filled much of this top wick. But 42 minutes on gold is a lot of time. It's a lot of time. Got comics open. Comics in 2 minutes. She's 5 minutes on gold is a lot of time. Facts. It's true, it's true, it's true, it's true. 5 minutes is a lot of time on gold. I mean, 75. Look at this. Look at this. This right here. I was talking to Gbpjpy last night. I was like, gold is gonna pop. And then it popped. In fact, this jump right here from like the 90s, even up to 3900, it was a quick jump. It was a very quick jump. It just spiked the numbers. I don't even think I saw numbers in between like 96 and 3900. It was just at 3900. It was crazy. And then look at this 5 minute candle. Damn near 200 pips. Yeah, gold be moving, boy. Right? Let them know, let them know. Ooh, that was a bit of a drive down, wasn't it? That was a bit of a spike down, Goldie. But this is good. I would prefer gold drop down a little bit so that then we can, you know, push back up. Sells would be so nice right now to help create some structure. Yes, 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 yes. No, for real. For real, for real, for real. Alright, we've got to break this support. Some of these supports anyway has got to be broken. Asian range is massive. It is. Now, do I think gold is gonna retrace this push up? I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. But gold is gonna do what gold wants to do. Sometimes I say to myself, I don't see gold doing this, and then gold just shows me like, yo, you don't see it? Here you go. Right, with this 700 pip drop, I didn't see it falling all the way back down, but you know, gold was like, yeah. I know, right? That's the signal right there. So are we respecting this support again? There's some divergence that's been building on the 4 hour. Ooh. Okay, okay. Well, I wouldn't even be surprised because what goes up has to come down. What goes up has to come down, you know? You can't just move up forever. And then another thing, like, look at the dollar index. Dollar index is really pushing. Well, on the daily anyway. I was expecting it to be more bearish since gold had such a strong push up. But I mean, we even had a jump up here on dollar index too. Let's see. 24 pip gap. Yeah, it's not really much. But still, a jump is a jump, right? Okay, 5 minutes left. You know, towards the end of the candles when we start seeing some movement. Gold has been on a rocket, especially at the start of the week. Yeah, sometimes we get like Monday buys and it just buys for the majority of Monday. Like we get big Monday buys. And then yeah, for the rest of the week it does what it wants to do. But I'm quite used to Monday buys, man. Hitting buys early and then just seeing gold push. Yep, crazy Monday moves. Exactly. Now, did we... Like, we did have quite decent bullish movement on Friday. We did. We got this pullback, but gold was bullish on Friday. And then, obviously, we didn't have NFP. But for me, typically, the rule is whatever happens on Friday, especially for news, Asian session needs to catch up the next day. Maybe even for the rest of Monday, do you know what I mean? To start the week. So we had that bullish push. We didn't make new highs, but yeah, Sunday we got that push. We still got that push. The push that I was anticipating on Friday, that didn't come. Alright, Alright, come on, gold. What are we doing? What are we doing? 3 minutes left. We're just chilling here in this range with these wicks. I waited in that Friday trade for a minute. Yeah, man. It was a slow drive up. Real slow drive up. Oh, back into 39.30. And get to 39.28. Like I said, if we break this previous 4-hour low, I think we get more of a pullback. So we've broken the first support. Let's see what we do at the next one. What are we doing at the next one? Gold. And then obviously looking at these 30-minute candles, look, we're getting lower highs here. Oh, I missed this message. A hold like this. I hope this isn't like last Monday. We had a little red 4-hour candle body on top of Asian range. I started in Y, pulled down quickly, then it pushed us up. Oh, it said last week. Let's see. Oh, it was here. Yes, yeah. This push up. I remember this move. You always remember the trade that slapped you. Yes, yeah. I think I was looking for buys. I think I was actually looking for buys. I'm sure I was looking for buyers that trade, you know. Let me check. Last Monday was the 29th. Oh, I wasn't even here. I was out. That's it. Damn. But I did mark this up. So I was doing markups for the 4-hour strategy, like collecting charts and stuff. But this trade, yes, I actually marked this up. So I'll add it to the Discord later. Look, we've got this continuation pattern. And what gold has been doing is, it's when the 4-hour candle opens, it's been opening, driving down. If it doesn't break the low, when it flips, I'm looking to get in as it flips and goes back up. Especially if gold is like bullish bias or the trend is bullish. Yeah. But I get into similar trades like that. Just wait for the 4-hour bottom wick. And then getting at the flip or the break of the high of the previous candle is the idea. Alright, gold. How far are we dropping? All right, gold, are we staying in the 39.30s or are we gonna drop back a little bit more? So we still have, like I said, another 30 minutes till the end of this 4-hour candle. So let's see if we hold above this low or we drive up and leave a long bottom wick like the last 4-hour candle. I kind of don't want this previous 4-hour low to be broken, because I think we get more of a pullback, but at the same time I do want gold to make a range, a nice range, because then when the 4-hour creates a support, the range would be from the highs down to the support, wherever it forms. So yeah, that will be the idea. Oh, see a little spike down. You want gold to touch 39.22? Okay, okay. Like, fill this 4-hour wick. I mean, it's very possible, you know, gold. What's the 1 hour doing? 1 hour there, 1 hour here. Thing is, when gold starts spiking or wants to drop, it'll be quick when it starts breaking lows. So I think if it does break this 4-hour low, we're gonna get maybe a, you know, a sharp spike down, a little pop. I wouldn't be surprised. I echo that. Hell yeah, yeah, yeah. You need structure to give you that direction, man. Alright, so we're approaching that next 30-minute support. It's either gonna hold or break. And then we have the one below. But I mean, if we get to this support down here, I think we're selling. Honestly, I think we're selling. Boom, 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 boom. Gold is a tricky thing. I think we're definitely heading down to 39.20s though. Like, looks like we're getting a nice pullback. Now I wonder if NY gives us some new highs today as well. I don't know. And are we gonna get new highs in every session? Sometimes gold doesn't. I would like it to. Sometimes gold don't do that. Oh, remember this trade? This was a loss for me too. It pushed up, made a new high, and then just boom, dropped. Oh, GJ closure below. GJ gonna retrace this whole push up. You get a new high. You get a new high. For real. Come on, man. Hand out new highs. Look at this. GJ looks like he's just floating in the middle of nowhere. Like, look at this. Look at this. Like floating price action. This is insane right here. I've never seen like the market look like this. Crazy. And what's DXY doing? See, DXY is coming down, which makes me think that gold wants to push up. Oh, had a little jump. So are we respecting this? I don't know. We still got 20 minutes left though. We have a lot of time left in these candles. So no, I'm not jumping in nothing. What I would want to see is if this level gets respected here, the next candle, so the next candle will be the new 4 hour to come down, wick into this support as well, not break the low, maybe flip bullish, and then get the buyers back up. Now that idea is only good if we don't break 39.22. Wait, where's the low? Where's the exact low? The low is 39.22.5 on TradingView. If it holds above, then you know the 4 hour candles are still trending more bullish. But that means we haven't broken the low or the high. We're just obviously ranging in between. But right now we're further from the highs than we are from the lows. We're very close, very close. Alright, you know what? I'll be back in a second. Uno momento. Let's see what gold is gonna do. Oh. And keep an eye on these charts. Alright, I'll be back 2 seconds. Alright, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Still 39.30s. But you know, gold, it likes to move towards the end of the candle. Gold likes to move towards, like, as the candle's closing. So we've got the 1 hour, 30-minute candle closing and 4 hour. I keep opening the wrong thing. Let's close that. Thank you. There we go. But even though this support is holding right here, we've broken that previous low. We've broken that previous low. Rosie said, I don't know if this support holds. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Falling asleep with these gold moves. Yeah, gold's not doing nothing. When it breaks out of this range, it'll be a big move. It's loading up. I hope so, Echo. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. What do people say? It's collecting orders. But I mean, if you think about it, it's still pre-NY Open right now. So you have a whole session that's not open yet. Asian session's closed. We're kind of just running on London. Or European, sorry, not London. European session. So we've got time. We've got time. We've got a lot of time to go. Alright, what's that? New 15-minute candle just opened? Okay. Now, if gold closes, this 30-minute closes bullish, then we could potentially have a higher low right here. Do you know what I mean? We could potentially have a higher low. Because if you look, so look, we've got low. I won't even call this much of a low, but here's what it is. Here, boom. You come back, and then if we push up from here, we've got the higher low. So let's see what gold's finna do. Alright, bearish again, bearish again. I think because we've broken that low, for me there's a higher probability of gold coming down than pushing up. Like we maybe close and have a continuation pattern, and then you know the next 4 hour just makes a top wick and continues down, and then we start trending bearish on the 4 hour. So I'm in two minds with gold. Like I said, I don't mind taking the sells. If gold was to come down, I do not mind taking the sells. I'll take the sells or the buys, whatever gold wants to do. I'm gonna take it. Ooh. Why is that better? Mic check, mic check. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Might have to get on those floating mics that just hang in the air. Nah, that would get on my nerves. All right, gold. Are we pushing up then? Are we pushing up? Looks like it. So we've broken that previous 15-minute high as well. Oh. Oh man, Sundays, NFL Sundays, man. Good times, good times, good times. Lions to win the Super Bowl. That's right. Go Lions. Go fucking Lions. Bruh. Alright, Goldie. We getting a good push up? Or is this just a top wick? Alright. We're getting a good push up. Oh shit. How's this 4 hour gonna close? See, in the last minutes of the candles when gold likes to start moving. It's crazy. All right, where do you think gold's going? You think we're gonna push up next six minutes? Flip on the 4 hour? Nah. I think we're gonna be looking at a continuation pattern situation. 39.62. Ooh. $39.62. 39.42. Sorry, I'm saying 62. 39.42. Five minutes. Go on. Yo, the last 5 minutes sometimes in gold can be crazy. I know Ash knows what I'm talking about. That last 5 minutes, gold can really pop. It's mad. Yeah, it could change direction in the last few minutes. Basically back at 1940s. Yeah. I mean, that's how it goes, isn't it? You have to wait until just before the candle. You have to a lot of the time in the last couple minutes of the candle, man, the candle start moving. It's one of them things. One of those things with gold, especially. Gold be golden. I don't want to. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter what I want, but I'm not happy with the way that it's closing. We've got two dojis. Well, it's not really a doji. It's what's it? A spinning top, I guess. What's the one that has the two? Oh, let me find it. Do you know where I go for candlestick patterns? So old school. Baby pips. Fucking love me some baby pips. Now, where is that pattern? It's like two candles together at the top. Although it doesn't look like that. It's tweezer tops, tweezer bottoms. Let me show ya. It's like that. But we don't have two long top wicks. We don't have two long bottom wicks. Actually, we do have kind of like two long bottom wicks. But it's at the top of a trend, so might not mean anything. Might not mean anything right here. Well, look at DXY is coming down. So wiki on the 1 hour. Yeah, it's wiki everywhere, man. It's wiki on the 1 hour. It's wiki on the 30-minute. Got these damn wicks. Like, but the thing is, we're closing. It's like a slow push back into the Asian range, but these wicks is like gold is trying to push back out. All right, let's see if we're loading up for some buyers here. So for the buys, I would like to see the new 4-hour create a bottom wick. Maybe retest this support. Wick down to maybe this support. Start pushing back up. And then just drive up some more. I was kind of looking forward to a more weaker bearish candle. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to force anything on this fine Monday. Look at the way gold is pushing back down. Look at this. Look at this. No, last 5 minutes. 58 pip candle. .58 pip 5-minute candle. All these candles have been way smaller, and then this last 5 minutes. Alright, give me a bottom wick. Come on, give me a wick. I want to wick into a key level and then a push up. But then, like on the other side now, I'm thinking maybe we don't get a lot of volume because of the government shutdown. Maybe we don't. Do you know what I mean? We've had a lot of movement in Asian. We've had some decent movement in London. Come on, give us a bottom wick first before you do anything. I wonder if Trump or anyone's talking today. See today. Nah, nothing going on. Nothing going on. We did have a speech later. Oh yeah, Governor Bailey for the UK, EU, not the EU, England. Sorry. Trump is like talking. Small bearish engulf. I hope Trump ain't talking. Trump talking is just no good for anyone. It's not even good for Trump. I'm not feeling this straight push. Alright. That just the top wick. That just the top wick. Because on my broker I have a very, 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 very tiny bottom wick. It's there, but it's very, very tiny. I need a good wick on the 4-hour. the thing is, we have so much time for this 4-hour candle to form now. So much time, so much time, so much time. Do you know what I mean? Right now, we could just be making the top wick. We have 4 hours to make the bottom wick. And then within that 4 hours, we're going to get the movement. I just hope gold isn't tired of all the movement it had during Asian already. But even this pullback from the highs, from like here to the lows, 230 pips. This is still quite a decent range. It's not bad, you know, it's not bad. All right, possible entries. Possible entries. I want a 4 hour to make a decent bottom wick, and then maybe as it flips, get in. Is that an M30 continuation pattern? It is, but the only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it's tapped into a support here as well. And that the structure is sort of going against the trend. It's weird, it's weird, it's weird. It's weird. But for me, there's too many things against it to continue. But I mean, if it breaks the low, if it works out, it works out. If it plays out, it plays out. Did I just detect a lag? What's that about? No, it says my excellent connection. Right. I was thinking about a retest here, you know. I was thinking about a retest. Damn. I was actually thinking about it. I was thinking. Nah, I'ma chill. I see a clean 4 hour here. Why I say retest is because I like when price retest the key level, especially like the new 4 hour opens, retest the key level and then pushes up. But because we have this bearish structure, like this sort of bearish pullback here, and the range isn't very clean to the left, I'm in two minds. And it being at all-time highs, and you know, we've kind of created a decent resistance up here, 4 hour to, it's a bit like, obviously when you get into a trade, this is what I do. Whenever I'm looking for a trade, I'm always thinking about what I like about the trade and what I don't like about the trade. And to me, if it's even, it's not really in my favor. Do you know what I mean? If I was leaning more one way towards the other, or there were more things stacking up towards like one side or the other, then I'll take that trade. Right now, it's pretty even for me. It's pretty even. So my confirmations for buys would be, we're expecting this previous 4-hour low. It's still early. We made a decent bottom wick, and we've retested a support, and we closed bullish, and price is creating higher lows. What's against it is the fact that we're near all-time highs, we've created a strong support, we're back in Asian range, got a minor downtrend structure, minor pullback from these highs as well. And the fact that it's very early in this 4-hour candle. So we still have a lot of time for this 4-hour candle to flip bearish, you know, re-break the lows, drive down, and then pull back. So you see, it's very even. What would give me more confirmations towards my buys might be like a double bottom. So if we push up, come back down, retest this support again, create a higher low, another higher low, I'd like the buys up. Or if gold closes above this resistance, if I get a breakout now, because I'm clearing this range. I don't like this. This range to the left is not a clean push up. But if we break above and I get the closure, then yeah, I'm sold. Because then we'll also be probably breaking the previous 4-hour highs too. But I mean, at the moment, we haven't even broken this previous high yet. I'm going to see how this candle closes. Let me see what this candle does. This 2 o'clock candle, and then, yeah. Let's see how it plays out for now. But I need some of these candles to start, like, if this candles start trending bullish, it gives my buyers a higher probability. Right now, we're just in the middle. You feel me? We are in the middle. Come on, gold. You gotta give NY a new high as well. That's just, it's selfish if it doesn't. If it gives one to fucking Asian session and London and not NY, it's not nice. It's not nice at all. Da, 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 da. Okay, we pushing, we dropping, we dropping. It didn't look like it was pushing up, giving much of a top wick. Right now, the top wick and bottom wick's pretty much the same size. This is real slow price action today, ain't it? Real slow price action today. Well, not even today, just for us. Just for us. If I was streaming London session, this I wouldn't have taken anything here, I don't think. Yeah, I wouldn't have taken this continuation pattern. This 15-minute is not telling anything either. It's not very telling at all. We'll see what happens for NYSE Open. We'll see what happens for NYSE Open.
Take a deep breath and jump. And you might think, what if I fall? Well, what if you don't? What if you fly?
Now, do we think the dollar is going to keep pushing up, or is it coming back down for this bottom wick? I think the dollar's going to come down, you know. Look, this is quite a strong rejection area, quite a strong resistance. 4 hour, yeah, I think dollar index comes down. All right, that's another confirmation for gold buys. Dollar's dropping. I hate when Asian session, London session have all the momentum. I know. It's kind of rare that you get big moves in every session. Like, NY might not be completely left out, but it might be a slow push. That's the only thing. So we get really quick pushes during Asian. I mean, we didn't really have much of a quick push during London. Maybe all the momentum from this push up is done already. So I don't know if you guys know about this. There's an indicator called ATR, which is called the average true range. Now, all it does is let you know the average that a candle will move the average size of a candle, the average range of a candle. So from top to bottom. So obviously if you're looking at the daily time frame, oh, gold looks good. If you're looking at the daily time frame, then obviously it'll show you the average size of a daily candle, 30-minute, so forth. So I mean, you can kind of work it out. It depends on how big your sample size is. But if you think about it, if you look at the daily time frame and you go back maybe like 2 weeks, and then you say, all right, this daily candle was, the gold is moving crazy right now. I don't know what's about to happen. So this candle last week was 500 pips. The candle before that was 760. The one before that was 420. So if you add them all up and get an average, you can say, all right, on average, gold moves about 600 pips a day. It's probably a bit high. It's probably a bit high. So look, these ones are quite small. 450, 370. All right, so let's call it devil's advocate. 500 pips is the average for a gold daily candle. You would anticipate that once it's moved that average, or if we get close to that average, we're going to start ranging. We're going to sort of play within that range. We might go a little bit above or a bit below. So we might get to 600 pips, but then it might wick back down. Do you know what I mean? You just look at the average a candle moves. So for it to have moved 500 pips already, this daily candle is already 500 pips. What's like the highest gold moves recently with no news, with nothing going on? You have to think about how much potentially gold will move. And if it breaks higher than this 500 pips, are we going to get a 700, 800 pip day on gold with no news and nothing going on? No fundamentals. You know, so you have to think about that as well, how much we've already moved and how much more we could move. Do you think gold will drop when the government reopens from shutdown? Do you know what? I couldn't tell you. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to look at the last government shutdown, which was last time Trump was in office. I'm going to try find those exact dates. I might ask ChatGPT. And then I'm going to go on the charts and look at the price action. So I'm going to just gather some information and then look at the charts and see what happens. I'm going to ask ChatGPT what fundamentals got released during the shutdown, what didn't, and how price acted to it. And then I'm going to confirm with candlestick analysis on the charts. So that's what I'll be working on this week. That's my task for this week. You know, figuring out how this government shutdown is going to play out. Because if they decide that all of a sudden, you know, government reopens and we're not prepared for it, I have no idea of what's going to happen. I'm going to be annoyed because I've got enough time to figure that out. You know? I feel like a big part of being a trader is being an analyst. You have to analyze stuff, innit? You have to analyze things. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back. And analyze. It'll be good for you guys to do that too. Then we can share ideas. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, how long we got? 5 minutes? Here we go. Last 5 minutes of the candle. Let's see what we do. Here we go, gold. What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? Back into 39.32. Yeah, I don't know if I like the push up just yet. Just for the fact that, you know, this 30-minute candle, we pushed up, we didn't break that previous 30-minute candle high. We came close. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know about gold today. I don't know. I might just take a break today. Just not take a break. I might just not trade today. If I'm not feeling the price action, I just won't trade. If I'm not feeling it. I don't like the way it's spiking up and down. I was talking to Gbpjpy last night, and she's like, "Are you in these buys?" And I just thought, hell no, like, because gold looked like it was about the way gold was jumping up and down yesterday. Yeah, it didn't. I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel safe. I don't want to trade from a place of fear. I don't want to be like nervous in a trade. Because the way it pushed up, if it decided to drop back down the way it pushed up, yeah, nah. I wasn't comfortable. That's it. Not even fear. I just wasn't comfortable. But I wasn't surprised at the push. Thanks for messaging me last night. Yo, that gold gap, I mean that GJ gap. Once I saw that GJ gap, I was like, alright, yeah, gold's gonna do some things too. Gold must do some things. But even you was already calling 3,900 from Friday. You was calling 3,900 from Friday. You was saying it, like, you know, Asian session. You even saying Asian session is gonna get that 3,900. So, you know, the idea was there, and it just played out well. Me, I believed it was gonna happen. I just didn't execute because I didn't really have like a plan for that type of trade. For an entry, I didn't have a plan for it. It pushed up so fast at 7 my time. It went from 38.90 to 3,900 so quick, so quick, so quick, so quick. It's when gold pops at all-time highs. And I was thinking something could happen like what happened before, where it makes a high and then drops. I think that was the part of the nervousness, like here when we came close to 3,900 and then just tanked. I was kind of thinking, all right, what if that happens again? So let me just chill. They eat well in Asians on Sundays. Hey. And you know what? I'm up as well because I'm watching the NFL, because I'm watching the football games. I could actually trade Asian session on Sundays, but sometimes I don't even like trading Mondays. I like the market to set up for me. Do you know what I mean? I need the markets to set up for the week, and then I can get in and do my thing. All right, we're closing bearish. So this, if we close bearish on this 30-minute time frame, then it's another confirmation for me not to get into my buys. Do you know what I mean? It goes on the not taking buy side. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like we've got a high potential of a wick fill here. We're closer to the lows than we are to the highs. All right, market open. Ding, 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 ding. We're still creating lower highs. Yeah, look, creating lower highs. We've got resistance here, lower high. Yeah, Asian session Sundays are so volatile. Yeah, I can imagine. I ain't fucking with it. I can imagine. I've seen it. I've seen the market open and I've seen spreads jumping. I've seen price skip up and down. It's not for me. It's not for me. It's not for me. So yeah, it looks like we're getting comfortable back in this Asian range. Damn, just looked at BTC. I'm sure BTC was hitting all-time highs as well. Yeah. Yep, all-time highs. Light work, that's it. Light work. I fuck with some BTC. Not surprised. Yeah, but no trades here for me, guys. But if we break this 4-hour low, this previous 4-hour low, I think we get more of a pullback, and then it's gonna have to wait for maybe the next 4-hour candle, or I don't know. I say I might leave today in it and just wait it out and see what price does. But I'm gonna chill. I don't know what gold wants to do, but yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. Because I don't see any trades happening, especially not in this candle right here. I don't see anything happening. I want to see how this 4-hour acts. Like I said, if it breaks the low, I think we pull back. If we respect this low and we push up, maybe it breaks its own high, then I think it might start pushing up. But it's still quite early in the candle. Still got another 3.5 hours. And you know, the minor downtrend here is looking more like we're going to get the sells. To be honest, it does look more bearish. But yeah, I need some more confirmations. Need way more confirmations. But good luck today. A part of being a disciplined trader is knowing not to take a trade. Facts. It's better to not be in a trade than be in a trade and wish you weren't in it. Yo, that right there. That right there. That is a nugget. Big nugget, because that is some facts. Don't jump into nothing that you don't want to be in. It's not nice. Especially when it don't work out, it feels even worse. But yeah, guys, back again tomorrow. I mean, we don't have any news this week. We have a pretty clean week for news, especially if government shut down. We got nothing going on. We're just out here. Unemployment claims, that's going to disappear if the government's still shut down. Oh, they pushed NFP back. Oh, so they're just going to keep pushing the news back week by week. Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. But I'll if I do hear any news about it, I'm sure you guys will too anyway. I'll keep you updated if I hear anything, any updates. But I'm sure it'll be big news that we'll all know about. So yeah, guys, peace out. Have a good rest of the session. Be safe out here. You know what I mean? Because gold is a wild boy. Alright, guys, peace. All right.